Now we want to get back to Denver 7's Micah Smith. She's keeping an eye on conditions up north in Thornton.
Yeah, Micah, the road conditions not much better there, but when we last checked in with you, you hadn't seen any crashes, fortunately. Is that still the case?
Brian and Molly, that is still the case. We have seen quite a few slowdowns, but no crashes at this point. I will say things have been going relatively smoothly, just given the road conditions this morning. However, the issue is you have drivers like the one you see on your screen there, just plowing along, going pretty fast, regular speed. But then there's always that one driver that comes along that goes really slow, which is fine. You have to go the speed you're comfortable with, but it tends to slow things down, and that's when we start to see crashes. So haven't seen that quite this morning, but we have seen a few close calls. We are right off of Thornton Parkway on I-25, where we are starting to see a few slowdowns. Just wanted to mention, as you're getting out of your own driveway this morning, if you don't have a garage, go ahead and dust off the top of your car, because I'm seeing quite a few cars zoom by, and that snow on top of their car is flying off and into the windshield of the car behind them. So that's making a pretty dangerous situation even more dangerous. So if you can take just a few moments, I know it's cold, I know it's annoying, but go ahead and do that just so you yourself don't cause a crash. Now, one good thing this morning, the wind isn't too bad, so we at least don't have that whipping us in the face or causing drifts at this point. So I will say that's a little bit of good news through all the cold weather and snow that continues to fall. But all in all, out here in Thornton, things aren't horrible, but we'll keep an eye on it and make sure that we keep you updated. Back to you in the studio.
Yeah, certainly some tough conditions out there with the lane recognition and the varying speeds, you name it. All right, thank you, Micah. In addition to the road conditions, we want to remind you about shoveling your sidewalks this morning.
In most cities and counties, it's your job to remove the snow and ice on the sidewalk along your property. You have 24 hours to do this, but the clock doesn't start until it stops snowing. And our team coverage continues throughout the morning, so you know what to expect as you head out the door. We'll have extended live coverage starting at 7 a.m. on our streaming apps for Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and Amazon Fire.
Today, jury selection begins in the murder case for missing Woodland Park mother Kelsey Barrett. Barrett was last seen on Thanksgiving Day last year. Patrick Frazee is accused of killing her, who is the mother of his child. Prosecutors argue Frazee got rid of her body with the help of another woman, Crystal Kinney. She pleaded guilty to tampering with evidence, saying she helped Frazee because she feared for her life. She agreed to testify against Frazee. Barrett's body has never been found.
Aurora police are looking for the person accused of shooting 3 people in a park last weekend. 16-year-old Jade Guzman was one of the 3 victims. She was with her friend in Mission Viejo Park around 9 o'clock on Saturday night when the shooting happened. She remembers seeing a car drive toward them through the parking lot.
Not only did he know that he shot us, but seeing him continue shooting afterwards, there was just no point in that.
Right now, Aurora police do not have a motive for the shooting.
Today, the Aurora City Council plans to discuss the future of E470. A Canadian company has offered to buy the toll road. The company, Rotus, is offering the E470 Authority a $9 billion partnership deal that would pay off the authority's debt, boost infrastructure projects, and create a loyalty program to reduce toll costs for frequent customers. In exchange, Rotus wants a 50-year joint partnership deal with E470.
At 5:43, our winter storm coverage continues as snow continues to fall across the metro.
And after the break, we will check back in with our crews out live, keeping an eye on the road conditions for your morning commute.
It is right now. Well, it's snowy, obviously, outside. Coming up in a few minutes, we're going to take a closer look at what we're expecting this next few days. Obviously, it's going to stay cold. Single-digit lows overnight and even more snow tomorrow. I'll show you just how much more we're expecting coming up.
Some very slick roads here for us down to the south. The nice heavy band of snow is falling between Castle Rock and Monument, making that Gap project extremely slick and dangerous right now. Keep the speeds down. Right now, they're in the 20s and 30s, and that might even almost be too fast for us down in that construction zone.